So hello everyone, and today I'm going to be talking to John, um, and we're going to find out a little bit more about what a lot of people fondly call him Coach John, what he does, and why he's such a great help. And I would say a lot of people actually get a lot of great advice from him, authentic business owners. So first of all, let's get started with what do you do, John? Actually, welcome, welcome to our chat today. Can you share a little bit about what do you do?
Hey, hi Sophie. Thanks for having me. Okay, so and my history started off when I was a social worker by profession, like over 10 years ago. And the reason why I joined that is because I actually lost my father when I was very young. And there was a saying that people turn to social work or helping profession to find meaning to their loss. Yeah, for their loss. Yeah. So but again, the biggest why I went to business, having set up a math tuition center is because I want to be more at home for my three kids, my three daughters, and also being able to serve parents who are supporting their kids by teaching them math at home. Yeah, and a lot of times it's not about the contents that is hard. It's also about um, parenting the kids, going through them, going through the journey with them. And I think you being a parent yourself, you can relate to all the cries and the fights and the struggles at home with our kids on a daily basis.
Yeah, and I'm very inspired by, your message to parents, because for you, it's not just about academic focus, not just about the kids, but you want to work with parents so that parents can be a good guide for kids at home. And it's really very holistic because you've got you and you've got the tutor, you've got the parents, and you've got the kids. John, I know that you have a, really huge fan base, if I may call it. You have a 7,000 over kids, parents that is in your social media group for your math group. Can you tell us a little bit about your business journey in running this math school, and how did you go about connecting to prospective customers?
So when I started off my math tuition center, and I was not very well known, and I had to start off like what anyone has started off, getting leads, getting their first customer into the center, because it's still a business after all, and you have the rental to pay, you have salary of staff to pay, you also have to pay yourself. And because I have three children at home to feed. Yeah. So that's how I started off learning marketing, which is a very it's an uphill task, because the marketing scene is very volatile, and it's always ever changing. Yeah. So back in those days, in the social media, the very popular social media platform is Facebook. So I run ads. I realized that, hey, actually running ads cost me money. Well, I still run, but I realized that I need a more sustainable model, which is to build a tribe or a group of raving fans who support your brand. Yeah, because otherwise, our math tuition brand is going to be like just another brand next door. Yeah, and then this also goes into the next topic of being able to identify your niche. Yeah, that's a thing that I always believe. You want to be rather than being a small fish in a big pond with all the shark and the whale, you want to be a big fish in a small pond, and you want to be, or rather, you want to be the only fish in that pond, so that everyone who wants help for math in my context turns to our brand, and they know that our brand stands for supporting parents who are very hands-on, who are very proactive at home, and they just want to support their kids at home. And these parents may not necessarily teach their children math at home, because I think this is a misunderstanding that, oh, to support my kids in math, I must be like a maths guru, I must be trained in maths syllables, and I must sit next to my kid to teach them math. But a lot of times parents forgot that they also cook for their kids, they also watch Netflix with their kids, they also chat with their kids. Yeah, these are other form of support that I think many parents actually forgot about it. Yeah, so having said that, when I set up this Maths Facebook group, I do not just want to be like another Facebook group, because I want it to be aligned with what I really believe. Personally, many parents think that I'm very good in math, but what I'm even better at is really supporting parents, being their listening ears, as well as being able to give small step advice such that they are able to use it then and there. Yeah, because a lot of times when parents are lost, everything is very misty. Yeah, I was lost almost every day. Yeah, so when we are lost, we just want someone to listen to us first, as well as then it gives us as one simple step to move ahead, rather than giving us the theory stuff, giving us the big picture, and giving us like 100 steps, what we did wrong as well as what we should do next. Yeah, so this is my philosophy of running my group, which is to be the friends of the parents. Yeah, and just be there for them and supporting them in terms of how to be a better supporter for their kids.
Yeah, and I really love your message about, what you are all about, and that is really, to serve parents from a very heart-centered way. And it's not just about grades, but they are support for the kids, not just teaching them, but as you said, cooking and playing with them, and supporting their emotional growth as well. And I think one of the other thing that you mentioned was about branding, knowing your niche and branding. I think a lot of times as business owners, we also forget about the important branding thing. We're just offering what we do, but we don't think about, so what is that one thing that people can click easily with you when they see you, when they see Coach John, like they think, whoa, it's like a very, wholesome, heartwarming, supportive kind of community, and they want to be part of that, because that's what they're getting from you. They're getting that love and support as a community, and that's definitely great branding that you've put out there. But so throughout your business growth, has there been any struggles that, I mean, as a solopreneur, I think you mentioned a bit about marketing. What other struggles did you experience, and that could be also very common to other business owners?
Okay, I may not be able to speak on behalf of everyone, so I just share my journey.
Yeah.
So some of the struggles that I have is because I feel that I am a hard-based educator. Yeah, because I do still teach have my own class of primary sixes, the 12-year-olds who are sitting for one of Singapore's most major exams for 12-year-olds. Yeah. So a lot of times, while parents do send their children to me to do well and score well in math exams, but again, just like I was sharing that I was social work trained. Yeah, so so I consider myself as being trained in the helping profession as well, and being able to sense out, what else does this child needs. Yeah, even though the parents came to us saying that this child is doing poorly in math, but actually there are 101 things, like probably like low self-esteem, bad experience in learning math in the school, and probably being put down by adults at home. Yeah. So I think the struggle is, how do I actually resonate or connect with parents who really want their children to be helped, not just in math, but also being able to be supported by Coach John or myself, because they value my other skills as well. And I think this is, and having said this, I think this is also a very common struggle for, correct me if I'm wrong, like for therapists, for coaches, for life skill coaches, like how do you uh, get prospects who love you and you love them and you don't mind working with them like forever. Yeah, that kind of
Yeah.
that kind. Yeah, so this is one struggle that I have. Yeah,
Yeah.
but again, being a tuition niche is actually very interesting, because the parents pay you, at the same time is you serve the children. Yeah, so a lot of times I do have to steal some time from my own kids so that I can be there for the students and talk to them on anything outside than schoolwork. Yeah. So getting them, like being their friend, being their listening voice, being just there for them.
Right. And you give so much, in terms of your time and energy as well, because you really love your clients, your customers. Were there instances where you felt kind of burnt out because of all that, work that was calling upon you?
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I think that's probably very common with a lot of business owners and solopreneurs.
Yes. Yeah.
Mm,
Feeling burnout. I think I do feel that. Like a few times once a year. Yeah, and I think when I look back, sometimes we do not really have clear boundary between our clients, our family, and ourselves. Yeah, and then the other major factor or cause could be um, not being very clear in respecting our boundary as well. Like for example, let's say if your session just is strictly 1 hour for your clients, and I think it's very important to keep to that. Yeah, but sometimes I know that um, the students are so cute, and then they share with you, they talk to you, then you extend, then you are telling yourself, hey, why not I extend by 5 minutes or 10 minutes? Then later you realize that the session was extended by 1 hour.
yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's very important to consciously remind ourselves that we do have clear boundaries and we do have other people who care for us and we need to care for them and
Mm,
they need us to be there. Yeah. So being respectful of your own time as well.
yeah, that's so true. Yeah, and I think you've also had the opportunity to support some other business owners who are in the same journey. Some also very burnt out. Would you like to share a little bit more about what really encourages you to want to help other people as well who are on the same journey?
Yeah. Great. Thanks for asking this.
Mm,
And the reason why I do this is because I think when I started off, I do not have many people to ask, and now I do have to figure my way around. And sometimes, um, I do make very expensive mistakes. Yeah, meaning that in terms of dollars and cents, like a wrong hire, they can cost you like a six figure or even five figure sum. Yeah, or maybe bought the wrong systems or having wasted 6 months. Yeah, so when my business associates came to me for paid coaching, I do try my best to share with them um, what are the things that they can look out for and what are the things that they can avoid. And also, I will not hide anything about my business journey because I just want to be telling them that, hey, I'm also a human being myself. I make mistake as well, and there's no need for you to go through the same journey as me. And so here are the 3 steps that you can do right now to avoid them. Yeah, and the reason why we do this is also because many of them are feeling burnt out, they're feeling lost along, and they're committed not just to the business, but they're also committed to their families, their children, and sometimes the fear of having a business that goes down the drain is very real as well. And because sometimes we do not, we are so fearful, we only see the darkness. There's no light. Yeah. So having a business coach actually helps in a sense that we can bring them out and also help them to see from a more resourceful perspective rather than everything is misty and gloomy.
yeah, it makes such a big difference to learn or to get advice from someone who has the experience, who has been there, done that. And also, an outsider's perspective is always different than sometimes we can be very narrow in our focus. And I think also being with a guide is great for accountability as well. So it's great that you are able to support all those people. And I think I'm very grateful that you have been able to support me on my journey as well. And I think in the last few months, what I really liked was also meeting up with other people in the same field and community, and sort of just supporting or discussing, with one another, how can we do better? How can we serve better? How can we bring our message out better? And it has been really fulfilling, I think. I think that really brings us to, what can we do more to help others? what can we do more to support people in the community who are on the same journey as us? So do you want to share a bit about like what we have come up with? Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so what we have come up with, and the reason why is because many of our business friends from our network know what we are doing. For Sophie, because we are a mindset transformation coach, and that's helped people to move move beyond having burnout and also to bounce back. Yeah. So for myself, my business network come to me to get help from marketing as well as business systematization, as well as like advice, like what can they do now and then. Yeah, and the reason is because most of them are solopreneurs or heart-centered business owners, and they just want to really learn from someone who has been on the same journey, and they just want someone to guide them along the way. Yeah, so if you're someone who is a heart-centered business owner or solopreneur, and you are always giving your best to your clients, and you want to serve them to the fullest, and you want to make sure that they also get transformed, we have a program right now that is open for registration that is able to help us to transform coaches like you. Yeah, and this is the reason that we are actually opening up to all of you here who are listening, who are watching to this video right now. Yeah, so if you are someone who thinks that we are able to be of service to you, and not just in terms of business advice, but also being able to be your lamppost as well as being your accountability partner, so that you can be supported by your team to move on to your next leg of your business journey, I welcome you to sign up in the application page, and the link is in the description below in the video. Yeah, and again, this program is not for everyone, because we really want to work with and support like-minded, heart-centered business owner slash solopreneur. So if you are one, we welcome you, and we'll be doing a Zoom call to clarify your doubts and your concerns, so that you know what is in for you when you sign up with us. And again, throughout the call, if you realize that there's some misalignment, and we realize that probably our program is not a good fit for you, we will let you know as well, and we'll point you to someone else who can better serve you. Yeah, so if you're keen, just sign up in the application page below, and then we'll see you in a Zoom call.
Thank you for sharing about that, John. Yeah, I'm looking forward to connecting with heart-centered business people, coaches, solopreneurs, anyone who would like to join us in this community, in this journey, and we'll love to support you if you are the right fit. So yeah, go ahead and click on the link or find out more information on the link below. So thank you so much, John, for all your sharing today and telling us, sharing with us all your experience. And thank you everyone for listening in, and we hope to see you in the next episode.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.